Good morning, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. New week, new week. Good morning, Renee. Hello. Good morning, Andrew the Believer. Thank you. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The Believer. Make sure we start tapping that screen. Folks, I can see everybody who taps. It gives me a list of the top tappers, top donators, top watch time. I have it all. Let's go, let's go. Chris DC, good morning. If you're here and not supporting, we will get rid of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Brian, good morning. Good morning, Rango Marquez. Don't forget to get your heart me's in. Get those heart me's in, everybody. Suzette, Juana, thank you for the follow. Juana, I don't follow anybody. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for the rose, Juana. Good morning, Open. Thank you, Open. Jade, good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We are at 12,000 followers over there on the tubes. Congratulations, everybody. 12,000. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Folks, we got over here on the talk. We got to hammer these hearts. Let's go, let's go. 13 of them. Go get them. Knock them out of the ballpark. User Suzette, thank you. Goopri. Nismo, good morning to you. Let's go. Rile up those engines. We got to get those engines going. Good morning. Joe Ruggles, good morning. Jay Dobbins, good morning. Nismo, Marcus with the first heart of the day. Thank you, my Marcus. I appreciate you. Good morning, Miss Market. A little bit of a pullback here this morning, but no fear. Don't have no fear, my traders. This is the move up. Boom. You're at the 25% mark currently. You are at that 25% mark currently here on Miss Market. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Lee Spatter, with the follow. Striker, good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Mooney, yes. K. Braden, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Make sure we hammer these hearts. We got 13 of them. I want to get to the halfway point before we begin. Also, if you're here for the first time, tap that screen. Over there on the YT, make sure we're tapping. Mr. Dave, if they're not tapping, see ya. That's what you say to them. You can see who's tapping, I believe. Well, I can at least. I'll shout them out if they're not. Good morning, Mooney. Let's go. Joe Ruggles, Rango Marquez, yes, with the second heart. Mr. Dave, thank you so much, Mr. Dave. I appreciate you. Shelly Stringer is in the house. Shelly. My current time, 1 a.m. Shelly Stringer, good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. My name is Voss. All that we ask that you do is donate if and when you can. Good morning, John Wheat. Tap that screen, share the live, repost the live. Let's get to work, everybody. Let's go. So we are at the 25% retracement level currently right now here on Miss Market on our daily. As we pull this back, we are in a narrow state on Miss Market. We are narrow. That's our whip zone level that we are going to put in place here on the SPY. As you can see this morning, we are in the start of position 3 to the downside here on Miss Markets, okay? We are under that 5-minute 200. That will now become resistance as you come back up the board here on Miss Market. As we mark out our major support and resistance levels, we always come back to our execution time frame for you. And to put this into perspective, this is our whip zone right here. This is the grand old whip zone level. As you can see, you are in the start of position 3 to the downside. You have room down to 687. 687 is your first stop here on the SPY. Levy, that was a joke. 687, that is your first stop on the SPY. Major support level. Down here, you'll be in position 3. So this is going to be a major reversal area. So mark that down. 687. Be careful. You are still in that narrow state, so you can still get another leg to the downside. Coming back up the board, we got to be careful. We have a 200 here. We got major resistance at 689. 689, right in this area, we have a resistance coming back to the upside. So to get a truly good move back this way, we got to get over 689.26 to the upside, all right? This is major resistance up. This is major support down. You are in this channel currently on the SPY. Let's head over to them Qs. Let's see what we got on them Qs. I think these are in place from yesterday, but I'm going to redo them. That's our whip zone on the Qs. We are in a narrow state on them Qs as we mark out our major support and resistance. All right, here we go on them Qs. We are in a narrow state, and we are in position 3 to the downside. Same as the SPY. You got room down to 618. That'll be a major support area for you here on the Qs. 618 coming back up. We got resistance right there at 623. 623 back to the upside. You want to get over that with a retest, and then you have room up to 624. Ultimately, for some good longs on this, you got to get back over 625.50 on the Qs. Then you'll have room up to 629 this morning on the Qs. As we have another holiday week in the markets. Yes, the end of December, you get banged with 2. Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. What else are we looking at? Let's go, let's go. Thank you for the follows. Everybody, when you head over to our profile now, you are going to see this. This is where you get into the VIP, wap.com/VTE. The reason we changed it is when you click this now, immediately, there's no delay anymore. You know how you would click it before and there was like a 5-second delay? This is instant. So this is where you go to get into the VIP. We have live VIP training tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We got a lot. We're going to pack that VIP with a lot of training because we weren't doing it last week. So make sure you are there. That is where you go to get into the VIP. All our education is right there as well. It'll put you in, open the doors for you in the VIP. We're going to head over to Nvidia. Let's go. Or you could go to thevosstrading.com. You can just type that in as well. All right, Nvidia, what do we got going on here on the vids? The vids. We're in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Nvidia. I'm going to show you something real nice here in a second because you have some resistance coming up here on Nvidia. A lot of tight channels here, everybody, on a lot of these. So be careful, okay? A little whippy action, even though we're in these narrow states. So this is currently our move to the downside on Nvidia. As we come into this 188 hold number, we got some support here at 188. We want to get under 188 with a retest for a move down to 186 here on Nvidia. All right, coming back to the upside, 189. You got your first level of resistance. 190 will be your second stop. But we want to get over 192.23, and then we have room up to 196 on Nvidia. George, good morning. Good morning, my George. PLTR. Good morning, everybody. It is a new week in them markets. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are in a neutral state here on PLTR. We are in position 2 to the downside here on PLTR. As we pull this back now, what we're doing is we're marking out our major support and resistance levels. As you come into this base here, be careful. You got a lot of traffic to the downside here on PLTR, okay? Position 2, first stop on PLTR will be 184.50. That's your $0.50 mark. Under 184.50 with a retest, you have room down to 177 here on PLTR. We want to get back over 192.55. That's the golden goose. And then you have room up to 199.50. As always, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. We got 7 more hearts. Thank you, Candy. Sue Felicia. Let's go. Hammer the rest of those hearts, everybody. Sheepo, thank you. Gurpreet and Dr. One Fly, thank you. Adorable Striker, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gurpreet. Who else got that heart? John McGarvey. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. Thank you, John McGarvey again. Yes. IWM. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside on IWM, all right? Position 1, narrow state. We got our first alert of the day. IWM is on watch. We got to watch IWM here, my beauties. And don't forget the gift. Whoa, the gift gallery is open. We got some new stuff in that gift gallery that they put up. Go over there. It's important that we fill that gift gallery up. All right, here we go on IWM. Position 1, and narrow. This is what the goose is loose. All right, just watch these pivots to your left. All right, you got room down to 250 here on IWM. First stop, 250, and then 248.50 here on IWM. Back over the whip zone, and we got to get over this pivot. Over 252 hold number on IWM, and then you got room up to 253. IWM is on watch this morning. The first one, mark it down, somebody. Good morning, Trinity, XRP. XRP to the moon. All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's zoom these babies out. Bam. All right, as we pull this back on XRP, currently we got to get over 186.87. You'll have room up to 188, your whole number, and then 189.50 here on XRP. Back under 185.34, you'll have room down to 182 on XRP. To the moon, SoFi. Let's see what we got on SoFi. We love this game, my traders. Who loves this game? Put me in the chat. We are in a neutral state here on SoFi. Neutral state when you know what you're doing. Isn't it so much better? Remember when VIPers, when you didn't know what you were doing? How painful it was? Oh, man, SoFi with this ATR is garbage. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. We're in position 2 here on SoFi. You got room down to $25 on SoFi. $25. Hello, Fit Wakely. Christina Zan. Hello. SoFi down to $25. Above $27.37, you got room up to $27.63. That'll be your first stop. And then 28.63, 29 area on SoFi. Mark that down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are only at 35,000 taps. We're going to stop this stream right now. Well, we're going to pause. And we got to get over 50,000. Everyone tap the screen. Let's go. Zed Method, K. Braden, Gupri, thank you. Jay Gilbert, yes. Don't go to sleep on me, folks. I don't go to sleep on you. AVGO, it seems like I give a lot more. It seems like I am more concerned with your success than you are. Why is that? It shouldn't be that way. How am I more concerned with your success than you are? I'm never going to give up on you. You are only going to give up on you. I'm going to be here. I ain't going anywhere. AVGO. We are at 42,000 taps. Yes, it is. Let's go over there in the YT. Christina, Fit Wakely. Mr. Day, make sure they're tapping. If they're not, get them out of here. I take care of it over here. Let's go. Jules, thank you. We got 2 more hearts left on the board. 2 more hearts on the board. AVGO, we are in a neutral state currently. We are in position 2 to the downside. Hammer, thank you. Position 2 to the downside on AVGO. Be careful, you're flirting here with the 200 on the 5 minutes. All right. Remember, the higher time frame you go up, the higher and stronger the support and resistance levels are. All right, my beauties? All right, currently, this is what we got. We are in a bullish neutral state on AVGO. This is our move to the downside on AVGO. You got room down to 340. 340 will be your first stop here on AVGO. 340, you got a lot of room. Back over 353.24, you will have room up to 365. Yes, Levy, they're there. Levy, to the right. You'll see you have to click something to the right, and then it opens them up. You can do hearts. You can do whatever the hell you want. There's a button, and then just keep clicking it. And then just keep clicking it, my Livy. IONQ. IONQ. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on IONQ, all right, as we pull this back now and we tighten this up a little bit. We are in position 2 to the downside on IONQ. No, we're okay there. Boom. Boom. Let me see the hourly on this. Double top. We got this pivot right here. 51 first. Then we got the double top. All right, IONQ. We are in a neutral state. Position 2 to the downside. First stop, $43 to the downside. $43 and then $38 here on IONQ. Now, coming back to the upside, my beautiful traders, we got to get over 46.60. Back over 46.60, you'll have room up to this major resistance area of $49.50, $50. This is major resistance right into here. Mark that down. Between $50 and $49, you have major resistance right there. So mark that down, my beauties. Mystery with the follow. Let's go. Tesla. Tesla right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside on a Tesla. Let's go get some support and resistance. Bam! Look at that beauty. Yes, it is. Bam! There we go. All right, Tesla, position 2, neutral state to the downside here on Tesla. We got room down to $49.50. First stop on Tesla, 49.50 of support, okay? Under 49.50, you got room down to 444 here on Tesla. Back over 482, that is your goose. Above 482, you got room up to 498 here on Tesla. Good morning, DW. GLD. Train going anywhere. Right now, we are in a narrow state on GLD. We are in position 3 to the downside. I got a funny story for you after this. It just hit me looking at GLD. GLD narrow. This is your move to the downside. Bam! That is your move to the downside on GLD. Be careful. Whoa, we got a pivot right here. 409. Okay. You are in position 3. You must get under 409 with a retest for a move down to 404.50. But since you are way down there, you got to look for the reversal on this, okay? So if this is our move to the downside, our 50% is where? Right around 413. Right there is your 50% retracement level. Back to the upside. Then you can look for some more shorts over here. Back over 413.26. You're coming back for the longs on GLD. All right. Cynthia, good morning. How are you, beautiful? All right. What else are we looking at? Google. So we had a VIP here. They didn't look at any education videos. They didn't do anything. I checked. And they said, Voss, yeah, I'm leaving because it's just a little different style of my trading. And I said to them, well, has your style of trading been working? And they said, no, I've been doing it about 2 years. I haven't been successful. I said, but you're going back to do your style of trading? And they said, yes. I said, okay, good luck. We'll see you back in here in about 3 months. Ego. It's powerful. Ego. Isn't that crazy? They're going to waste 3 months. That's the average that they come back. They're going to waste 3 months. 3 months they're going to waste of their life and lose more money. Yikes. Yikes. Narrow state on Google. We are in position 2. You got room down to 311. 311 is going to be your first stop here on the Googs. Under 311, you have room down to 309 on a Google. Back over 315.21, you have room up to 316.50 on Google. Zen Method, thank you. Wait a minute, Zen. We got to go to the roses. I don't know why. After we complete a goal now, it pops up the same goal. So we got to hold on, everybody. Thank you, Zen. Love you, brother. All right, the roses are on the boards, my beauties. What else are we looking at? NQ. Let's do a little NQ to the moon. Let's see what we got. But, yeah, that's what people do, man. Their ego. They want to believe their way is going to be good. And ultimately, you're going to realize it's not. You're just wasting time. You are just wasting time. That's all it is. And it's sad, too, at the same... Whoops. It's sad, too, at the same time. All right, NQ, let's pull it back. What do we got? NQ above 25,925. You got room up to 25,941.50 here on NQ. Back under, my beauties, 25,852. We got room down to 25,829.50. That'll be your first stop here on NQ, okay? Under 25,829.50, you got room down to 25,621. Mark it down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 72,000 likes. Yes, it is. Apple. Adriana, Candy, Chris. You know who they are, everybody? You know who they are? Who are they? Who is Candy, Chris, and Adriana? Anybody know? Congratulations to those three. They are officially the top 3 traders in the VIP. The top 3 traders in the VIP. Candy, Adriana, and Chris. Do you know what they do? They do exactly what we teach them to do. Nothing more, nothing less. They don't hop around from equities to futures to Forex to deck of cards to crypto. I'm proud of you three. I am proud of you three, man. You're going to get me choked up here. You three have worked extremely hard. And in the beginning, it wasn't very easy for you three. You all have the same exact trading path, too, which is eerie. All right, we are in a narrow neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You got room down to 270. 270 here on Apple. Above 275.35, you have room up to 277 on Apple. Now, some do options, some do equities. Adriana does options. Chris, I believe, does options. Candy does. Candy, you options or equities? I don't remember. JL Hama, thank you. AMD. We are in an arrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on AMD. Equities for Candy. Okay. Good job, Candy. It wasn't so easy for her out of the gate, but she stuck to it. She studied like a machine. Candy is a machine. It's the best way I can put it. She is an absolute machine. She is she's going to bulldoze you. She is not going to let anyone get in her way. Narrow state, position 2. Love you, Candy. We got room down to 210. 210 on AMD to the downside. Under 210 with a retest. You got room down to 195. 195 on AMD. Back to the upside. Above 215.26, you have room up to 217. Above 217 with a retest, you have room up to 226 here on AMD. Robert, thank you for the follow. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, everybody. We are here every day, Monday through Sunday. Also, my beautiful traders, the VIP is open. You are going to head over. Here's the link on my YT and TikTok. Right there. wap.com/VTE. We switched it to that because when you click it, it brings you right there. There's no 3-second, 4-second delay anymore. So that is where you go to get into the VIP, or you just go to the VossTrading.com. You could type that into your browser. Traders, we have VIP live training tomorrow night. You're also going to get over 70 hours worth of educational VIP content. You're also going to upload your trades, and we're going to review them for you. Get in there. Start learning. Start earning. All right, on MU, narrow position 2. MU needs a pullback, boy. We are under this base now. You see it? You got room down to 264 on MU. 264 on MU. Back over to 86.21. You have room up to 291 on MU. As we pull this back here on MU, let me open this up. What do we have on MU? Our 8 starting to get far from our 20 on the daily, and we are just way too far from our 8 and 20. Pull back city on MU. It's the same thing all the time, folks. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Is this live, the Salty Stock Skipper? No, it's not live. This is from like 7 years ago. SOC. The question is, are you live? That's the question. All right, what do we got on SOC? The old penny stock. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside on SOC. Let's go. Keep tapping. We're at 97,000. Let's go, my beauties. Tap away. Yes, it is. SOC. Narrow. We got to get back over 880. Then you'll have room up to 917. But 917 is the big one. Get over this with a retest. You'll have room up to $11 on SOC this morning. If your broker has shorts available for you, you have room down to 776. That'll be your first stop on SOC. I could tell the people who really aren't that good at trading because they don't know what time frame or symbol we're looking at. It's right here, folks. It's right there. You got to pay attention to detail. Those who pay attention to detail and can control themselves will succeed. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside on Microsoft. All right, Microsoft, here we go. We are narrow. We are in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 483. Bam, 483. First level of support here on Microsoft. Back over 488. You got to get over the hold number here. We do not trade into hold numbers. You have room up to 489. PLTR for DW. DW currently, this is our move to the downside. Position 2. You got room down to 184.50. That'll be your first stop here on PLTR. Then you have room down to 177 on PLTR. Above a 191, you have room up to 192.55 on PLTR. We are done with the first set of roses. We got to go get some honey guns. We got to get some honey guns. Hold on, everybody. We are at over 107,000 beautiful taps. Just looking for boop, 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 boop on the moon. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do, traders? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do the VR goggles. We got to take the goggles off, some of you, when you're trading. The VR goggles. Let's go. That's something new. Let's go, VR goggles. Let's go. Baba. We are in a narrow state on Baba. The Baba-roonies. The Babas. I see more traders lose trading this stock than pretty much any other. It's pretty wild. All right, Baba. Where are we on Baba? Oh, we're way down there. Yep, these gaps. All right, we got to find more support. There it is. There she is. Bam. All right, so we're going to pull this back down on Baba. I'm about to save you all from a lot of pain. All right? I'm going to save you all from a lot of pain here. That is our move to the downside on Baba. Way down there. We're bleeding out, boss. We're bleeding out. No, you're not. 147 right here is major support. 147 is major support. Mark that down. Okay? So what I'm going to do now for you is we're going to draw that in because we're going to come down to 147. That is our move to the downside. Our 50% retracement level is going to be at 149 right there. 149. If you stay under on the pullback up, which you're going to get, at 149, what can you do? What are you going to do up in this area? Let's go. VR goggles. We got 3 of them on the board. Candy Look at them goggles. Yo. Thank you, my candy. Well, no, you're not going to wait for a retest because you're already retesting it. All right? The facial blaster. Yeah. You're going to short with an event. Who said that? Todd. Beautiful. Above 149 with a retest, you are going to go and look for your longs to the upside, okay? On Baba. That's what you got. John McGarvey! Shake 'em up, John. Let's go. Shake 'em up, John. Let's go, baby. Woo! You guys, the facial blaster, John and Candy. Intel. You tell I love trading. I mean, I love it. Let's go. You got to take trading and you got to grab it. You got to grab it. Too many people, I'm scared. I just lost 10 times in a row. No, you got to grab it. It's amazing all the excuses that come out on traders. Folks, I've heard them all. When you start using your dogs and your cats as excuses, then we got a problem here. All right, here we go. INTC, we are narrow. We are in position 2 to the downside. INTC, we got room down to $35. $35 on INTC. Back over 36.40, you have room up to 36.64. That'll be your first stop. 36.64 on INTC. Over this with a retest, $38, okay? Thank you for the follow, Merrill. K. Braden, thank you, beautiful. Zen Method is the title gifter now of the roses. He's the title gifter of the roses. Mr. Dave is the title gifter of the 2026. Mr. Dave also has the happy hat. Countdown to Joy is open. Finger hearts are open. Roses, donuts, and hat mustaches. Zen has the roses, and Mr. Dave has the hearts. Nvidia, God bless you. Thank you for being here. I just want to help you succeed, folks. That's pretty much the nuts and bolts of this. Nvidia, we are in a narrow state. This is our move to the downside. Whoop, boom, right there, position 2. You have room to the downside here, 186 on NVIDIA. 186, you're in a narrow state, so you can get another leg out of this, all right? So 186 to the downside. Under 186, you got room down to 182, so mark that area down, okay? Back to the upside here, folks. Well, how do we know, Voss, if we're going to stay possibly to the upside? Well, right here is your 50% where you currently are, retracement level. You get over 189 with a retest, you're coming back through the wickets here, okay? Now, if you come back down all the way to this support area, 188 will be your 50% level, and then you come through the wickets, okay? If you get a retest on that. So you have to know where your retracement zones are, or you're just guessing in the markets. Tesla, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 on Tesla here. We got room down to 459.50. 459.50 here on Tesla, and then 444 with a retest on Tesla to the downside. All right. Now, on Tesla, you want to get back over 479. You'll have room up to this quick pivot here of 482.08. Above this with a retest, you have room up to 498 on Tesla. All right, traders, let's do a little bit of edumacation. And here we go. You get a move to the upside. You are in right there. That is your entry. Right there is your stop loss down here. Is that your stop? Nick, we don't care about the news, brother. Don't worry about the volatility. Just trade your setups, and the rest will take care of itself. No, we're not putting our stop way down there. A lot of you are taking a lot of risk because let me explain something to you. And we teach you this in the VIT extensively. That will be your risk to the downside. You're going to need to get way up here. Right? But here's the problem. A lot of you are taking this risk on your trades. Look, that is your risk. And then this is your winner. See the problem? This is your risk. This is your winner. Houston, we got a problem. Why are we risking all of this to make that? Who used to trade like that? Put me in the chat. Not anymore, you silly goose. Zen is now the title gifter of the roses. Zen Method. Bill Boyle, thank you so much. Let's go over to Amazon. A lot of you are sitting there right now going, shoot, that's what I risk. And that's all I make on my winners if I get winners. How is that possible? How does this guy know that? Isn't that amazing? Right? All right, Amazon to the moon. What state are we in? You pull up this chart. You just sit down for the first time. You pull up Amazon. What state are we in? What state are we in, my beautiful traders? Thank you, Alex, for the follow. Hit that follow button if you're here for the first time. We're on every day. Bullish, neutral, the believer. Yes. Good job, Andrew. Proud of you, buddy. The believer. You're in a bullish state. You are in a bearish position. What are we not doing at the open? We are not immediately going short on this, okay? You got to wait for this to tighten up. Then you have room down to 231 here on Amazon. 231 will be your first stop on Amazon with a retest because you'll be in a narrow state. You'll have room down to 229 on Amazon, all right? Above 233, get over that whole number. We don't trade it to whole numbers. 233, you have room up to 236. Akeem, the dream, over there on the tubes. Let's go, my beauties. We are at 136,000 tapperoonies. Thank you for all the follows. SLV. Neutral state on SLV. Folks, we always need the pullback, my beauties. All right? We always need the pullback. All right? We always need the pullback. Whoop. Whoop. This is an easy one. That was an easy one. All right, Houston. Yes, we got a problem. What's that? I'm going to show you right now. What's the problem here? Well, let me move this over a little bit. What's the problem here, Houston, on SLV? Who can spot it right away? You got to be able to spot this under a second. You pull it up, boom. That's the problem. That's part of it, Andrew the believer. What else, my baby? What else? We are in a bearish neutral state. What's the other problem? We're in a bearish position. We are in a bullish neutral state in a bearish position. That's a big gap back down right there, right? So what are we not doing with a whole number right here? We're not shorting into that whole number. All right, you're going to whip around here for a little while. You're going to be whippity on this until you get narrow. Once you are narrow, my beauties, under $65.96, you got room down to $63 and $61. All right, anything to the upside is null and void right now because you need the pullback. All right, but just because you pulled back now here doesn't mean we chase this because your state says not yet. And that's where patience comes in trading, all right? The more you trade, the more you lose. And we don't trade the news because you will lose. The SPY. The SPY, we're in a narrow state. We got a big gap down here, all right? But we have room for a move down. That's your move to the downside. Right here, we got major support. 687, we got some support. 50% retracement level, 688. 689, 50% retracement level. Above 689 with a retest, you're coming back through. Or at 689, you can look for some shorts up here with an event back down to 687. Okay? Now, let's say we get this, my beautiful traders. We get the move down. We get the move back up. We come up to that 50% retracement level, my beauties. You get your A+ setup right there. Based on your risk to reward, you have plenty of room down to 687. As we start coming down to 687, are we going to start getting greedy down here and look for more? Yes or no? Why not, Stryker? Why not, Sue? Whitsworth? Why not? Why not? Why aren't we going to keep going? Why not be greedy? Let's be greedy, my beauties. Because of the market cycle. You are going to hit a double bottom here, you silly goose, and you're going to come through the wickets. All right? You must not keep going into support. This is your winner. Wrap it up. For the love of God. Good job, my Lino. Yes, Lino. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, my Lino. Greed gets you broke, correct. Coin. You know how pathetic life must get for people? Is when they have to come into other people's life and try to promote their stuff in the chat. It's like me going, okay, I'm going to go into Gupreet's chat later on, and I'm going to promote my stuff. It doesn't get any much lower in life than that, right? You know you've hit rock bottom. You know what you're doing ain't working when you hit those levels, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hit major rock bottom at that point. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. All right, here we go on the coin-a-rooney. We are in a neutral state. Thank you, mad scientist. We are in a neutral bullish state here on coin. We are in position 2 to the downside here on coin. 233 is your major support. You're going to have a double bottom right there. You see it? Major support, 233 with a bullish neutral state. Where do you think you're going to go? Where do you think you're going to go? 50% retracement level is 235. All right, you can look and lurk for some more shorts up here. Above here with a retest, you're coming back through. It's not rocket science. Hood. The hood. Yes, it is. What state are we in? What state and what position are we in on Robinhood? Yes, the VIP is open. Get in there. Start learning. Stop losing. You're going to head over to, you can just click the link in the bio. Whoop, boom. Or go to wop.com/VTE or the VossTrading.com. That's where you get into the VIP, my beauties. That's where she is, right there. Let me see something here. Okay, good. Flexi, no. We closed it for over, I think, 2 months. What was it? 2 months ago? But we'll say goodbye to you, Flexi. Different Flexi, not Florida Flex, everybody. Tesla, yes. Oh, wait, Robinhood. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in a bearish neutral. I just gotta delete this one thing here. Oh, come on. TikTok puts this thing up here. Oh, I forget. We are in a neutral bearish state here on Hood. You are in position 2 to the downside. Let's do it. Let's do it, my beauties. Whoa. Hold on. Little jumpy here today. All right. Here we go. Neutral state here on Robinhood. You are in position 2 to the downside on the hood. You got room down on 115, 116, 115.64, and then 114 on Robinhood. Watch those support levels. Back over 120, you will have room up to 121 and 122.50 on Robinhood. IWM, you got it, my Akeem the Dream. All right. Neutral state here, Akeem. Position 2. First level of support is 250. 250 and then 248.50 on IWM. Back over 252, Akeem the Dream. We have room up to 253. We are at, what are we at here? We are at 162,000. Can we get to 200, my beauties? Can we get to 200? Let's go! SMCI. SMCI. Neutral state. Look, we keep going back. Whoop, 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 whoop. There she blows. Bam! Look at that thing. Look at that thing, my beauties. Bam! Let's go. SMCI. We are in a neutral state, starting to get a little wide here. Oh, boy, they're going to lose on this one. Here we go. Look at that wide state. Look at that gap down. Holy hell. Who's going to lose on this today? Woo! This is the trap of traps right here. SMCI to the moon. Look at that wide state. Stay away from it. You are going to be chopping around here for about a half hour. Iron. I'm saving you. I'm not going to put levels in because you're going to try to do it right away because most traders are impatient. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on iron. We are in position 2 to the downside. Everyone thank me on SMCI. I just saved you, okay? Go let your broker know that I just saved them as well, okay? All right, here we go on iron. We are in a neutral state. We're in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 35.50. 35.50. What coin is that? This is the penny. Ali Karn. We're dealing with the penny right now. We're going to go to the nickel after this, and then the dime, and then the quarter, okay? $35.50. And then $33 on IREN. Back over $41.60. You have room up to $44. Vega Veg! John McGarvey! Yeah! Apple, let's go. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. We came on early for you today. Mad Scientist, do you have Rome? I don't know. You're going to have to go to Italy. You got to ask them if you can roam in Italy. You know what I'm saying? Ran, hello. Apple, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 on Apple. You got room down to 269.50, 270 here on Apple, okay? Back over 275.35, you have room up to 277. The Can Man, multiple time frames. It could be the 15, the 1 hour, the daily, the weekly. You'll learn all that in the VIP. Anything look delicious? I could go for a nice piece of chicken parm right now. Where's JDM? Is he in here? JDM, a little chicken parm, huh? With a little linguine on the side. Google. Is it sauce or gravy? Is it sauce or gravy, my beauties? We are in position 2 to the downside here. Whoop. You got room down to 311. 311 on Google. 311 on Google. Lino says gravy. JDM says sauce. Holy moly. 50% retracement level is 313 on Google. Above 313 with a retest, you're going through. Okay. Under 313, you can come back down for a short down to 311. Sauce. We got a lot of sauces in here. It's not gravy. I thought when you put the meat in the red sauce, it becomes gravy. Because now you have meat in there. Isn't meat and sauce called gravy, everybody? No? Yes? Maybe so? We got the last set of roses on the board. All right, Tesla, we are in a neutral state here on Tesla. We are in position 2 to the downside on Tesla. We got room down to 459.50. That's your first stop on Tesla. And then 444 on Tesla. Back over 482.08. We got room up to 498 on Tesla. Let's go, Noble Truth. Where are the best cheesesteaks? Where are the best cheesesteaks at, everybody? Who has the best cheesesteaks? MSTR. Let's see what we got. MSTR right now, you're in a neutral state. You're in position 2. You got room down to 155. Philly, huh? 155. Hold on. Let me get another. $155 is your first stop, and then you got room down to 140 on MSTR. Okay, 140. You better hold that 155, everybody. Back over 159.28. You have room up to 161.42 and 164. Piers Pellier. Who wants to answer Piers Pellier's question in the chat? Just reply to him. Tell him why we shouldn't think that way. Piers Pellier, here they come. Stephanie wants to know where her Nvidia is going. I'm going to tell you right now. You ready? Stephanie, are you listening? Get closer to the speaker. Are you ready? Let me know, Stephanie, when you're ready. It's going to the moon. You got it, Lino. Bam. We don't care. We trade A-plus setups. John McGarvey, the mad scientist. Yes, it is. Kevin Sanchez with the follow Oracle. We don't know where anything is going, folks. All we do is trade our setups. Why don't you all understand that? Why don't we understand that yet? How much longer are you going to lose until you start to learn how to trade properly? That is the question of the day. I want to know the answer to that. Let's keep losing. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Oracle. That's our move down. We have room down to 191. 190.59 with a poke through, okay? Your 50% retracement level will be 194 here on Oracle. You are narrow on Oracle, so be careful, okay? Above 198.58, you got room up to $200.37, and then 204 to the upside. Your new Jesus. Who's your new Jesus, Noble Truth? Who is your new Jesus? Yes, the VIP. You are going to head over to www. Just click the link in the bio, my beautiful traders. Right there is where you go for the VIP or the VossTrading.com. Poppy Big Hoss. Come to Poppy! GLD. All right, GLD. Big move that. Remember I told you to watch out for this. Who remembers me telling you about gold last week? Huh? Who remembers telling you about gold last week? I said people were going to get wrecked. Who remembers that? Say me in the chat. Say me in the chat. Say me in the chat. The chasers. Hello. 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 How you feel today? Hello. You silly goose. You silly goose. Let me do this first. You are in position 3. 404.53 is your support level. So make that 404 hold number, okay? You got room back up to 409 and 413 here on GLD. You're already in position 3, but you're narrow. So be careful. Traders, look. Let's not get ridiculous now, all right? Let's play the game again. 28, you were up here. Now we're down here back to the 8. Oh, isn't that so shocking? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, Voss, I told you we were going to 450, 500. Well, not now, you're not. Not now, you're not, you silly goose. It's because of the market cycle. Oh. That's where you are. Oh, is that how that works? It came back to this 50% zone right here? Really? And then it's going to come back down to this 50% zone? Really? All roads! All roads! Educate them in the chat, my beautiful traders. All roads! What about all roads? Papa Yoda. You silly goose. All right now. Miss Market, narrow state, position 3. You are under 686.97. Am I going to keep shorting this to the downside? No. No. All right. So this is where you're at. Boom. Your next level of support is 685. You're going to start looking for your this way, that way, go, that way. Do not chase, but you got to find support. 685 and 687 are your major support levels. All right. I had to put a new one in because we're under 687 currently. But this could easily come right back through the wickets. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Do we got it, my beauties? All right. This is right now we have IWM on watch. I'm going to go through these really quickly. Okay. IWM is on watch. AMD, I mean, the only thing we got for AMD is coming back through this way. All right. You have room down to 210. Then we got to start looking for some reversals. We got to start finding support. You have two choices this morning. You start looking for your support levels, or you wait to come back to your 50% levels for a short or for a long. Those are your two options. We're not chasing this all over the map. If you chase today, you're going to get wrecked. Do I have to repeat that? All right. Total Drama Country says he is rich but can't put a full functioning sentence together. Everyone say congratulations to Total Drama. All right, here we go, everybody. It's time for roll call. Finish those roses off. Let's go. Let's go, my beauties. Are we ready for roll call? Life Wonders, Adorable Dad, Pop Up. Life Wonders, Mad Scientist, John McGarvey, Zen Method. Jax, thank you, Jax. Vega. ABM, Ochi Girl. Every time I see that name, I get itchy. But I love you, Ochi Girl. Ochi Girl. K. Braden, Zen Method, Bill Boyle. Merrill, What else do we got? Andrew the Believer, Gupri, Candy the Facial Blaster, Sheer Turtle, Midwest, thank you so much. As we come up the board here, Andrew, Wanna, Wrangle, User, Marcus, Gupri, Mooney, Jade, Mr. Dave, Shelly the Beautiful Stringer. Who else do we got here? Striker, thank you. Adorable dad, I appreciate you. Sheep of Talk, hello. Jay Gilbert, thank you. Lawrence the Beautiful, Trading, thank you so much. Adorable dad, Candy the Beautiful, Sue Felicia the Beautiful, Dr. One Fly. Kay Braden the Beautiful, thank you. Daniela Yulina, Zen Method. Stephanie, thank you, Stephanie the Beautiful. Ochi Girl. Let's start off the week good. Let's finish the year strong. Be patient. Get in that VIP. Start now. Let's get you ready for the new year. Stop losing. Stop losing. And we're going to help you do that right over here. Just click the link. We'll see you tomorrow morning, VIP. We'll see you in the chat here in 2 minutes. Love you all. Make the world a better place. Give someone a big hug today, and let's go. End of the year. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who didn't I call beautiful? The Facial Blaster.